From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We still have a lot of sunshine across mid-Michigan this Wednesday afternoon. Satellite and radar is showing partly cloudy conditions beginning to develop off to our west over the lake. That's slowly going to be moving into our region as we go throughout the next few hours here. Temperature-wise, though, we're really nice. 77 degrees in Lansing, Charlotte, and Mason. 78 degrees right now over in St. John's. Still at 79 over in the city of Ionia. We hold on to dry weather and sunshine as we go throughout the rest of the day today, but rain chances will be increasing across the area tomorrow. We'll have more details in just a bit. 6 News at noon starts right now.
WMMS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at noon.
A police dive team is on the scene of the Grand River in Lansing. It's our top story at noon. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Rachel Ramsey. Megan has the afternoon off. 6 News got word this morning that a Lansing police dive scene was out on the banks of the Grand River near the intersection of Moores River Drive and Martin Luther King Boulevard. That's where we are joined by 6 News reporter Karina Prieto. Karina, what can you tell us?
Well, Rachel, we don't have much information to work with yet. As you said, I'm here at Grand River near Moores River Drive and South MLK Boulevard. Now, the Lansing police are on the scene, but I'm going to step out of the frame to give you a better idea of the situation that we have on hand here. Now, our 6 News crew that has been observing the scene today saw that the police scanned the river and seemed to hone in on this spot that's just underneath the bridge. They've been searching in this general area for well over an hour. So far, we've seen these 2 LPD boats on the river, and divers have come in and out of the water. However, we have not seen anything else come out of the water. Now, as far as what caused this response, we don't have any confirmation from police or law enforcement yet. We do have conflicting reports from neighbors and community members, but we will be sure to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more about the situation here at Grand River. For now, here for you live in Lansing, Karina Prieto, 6 News.
Thank you for the updates, Karina. And we have an update now to a story that happened over the weekend. The Eaton County Sheriff's Office has identified the man who was killed in Saturday night's hit and run. Officials say 28-year-old Jaquise Nakai Cox from Lansing is the man who was hit in Delta Township at the intersection of Waverly Road and Tecumseh River Road. Police say the car did not stop.
The initial call came into dispatch yesterday at 10:40 p.m. with reports of a man being hit multiple times by different.
Police say the car did not stop, and the 28-year-old was then hit by multiple other cars, and 6 News was on scene Saturday night and could see body parts and car parts scattered along the roadway. Anyone with information on this incident should contact the Eaton County Sheriff's Office. And immigrant rights protests continue to intensify in cities like LA and Omaha, Nebraska. A federal raid at a meat processing plant in central Omaha is sparking attention from organizers who are coming from protests in Los Angeles. Greta Grady reports on these protests.
I'm Greta Grady near 33rd and L, and behind me, hundreds of people are lined up on both sides of the streets protesting the federal raids that happened in the South Omaha community today.
Hundreds of protesters gathered near 33rd and L following federal raids at Glen Valley Foods, a meat processing plant in central Omaha. In South Omaha, protesters took to the streets. They told me they wanted to show support for those impacted by the raid.
The reason we're out here is not to defend criminals, to stand up for the hard workers of our community. There are many children who came home tonight and their parents won't be home there. And to think of the devastation that that's causing them when their greatest crime was doing work, following a dream that so many people came to this country to pursue.
The protest lasted until around 7 p.m. Community leaders will meet Wednesday to discuss the impact of the raid and what the next steps are. I have also been told the president of the League of United Latino American Citizens will be in Omaha for that, coming here after being in LA for days. In South Omaha, I'm Greta Grady.
And because of these protests in LA and around the country, Republican State Representative Josh Shriver says he'll introduce a new resolution today calling on local governments in Michigan to cooperate with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The representative says the timing of this resolution is critical as protesters continue to push back. He claims they've been engaged in widespread violence and crime, adding that in order to uphold the law, it's necessary for Michigan's local governments and federal authorities to have a harmonious relationship. He plans to introduce the resolution this afternoon at the Anderson House Office Building. Stay with 6 News for updates. In Jackson, the City Council decided to approve a water and sewage rate hike for the next 2 fiscal years. Council members passed the rate hike last night. They had 3 to choose from and ended up going with the most expensive option. It will add on average about $15 to a homeowner's quarterly water bill and on average of $18 to their sewage bill. The rate increase is meant to help the city improve its aging water systems and also fund its lead service line replacement program to comply with lead and copper rule. State lawmakers are taking a look at how proposed budget cuts on the federal level could impact Michigan food banks and farms. The Senate Natural Resources and Agriculture Committee will hold a hearing later today where farmers, nonprofit leaders, and food assistance advocates will share insight into what they expect if cuts are approved. The meeting starts at 2 p.m. and will include MSU Extension, Food Bank Council of Michigan, the Michigan Department of Education, and other groups. Well, staying at the Capitol, this morning, the Senate Energy and Environment Committee took testimony on legislation to hold polluters accountable. They are hoping to require more thorough cleanups, make information about sites easily available, and make it easier for those harmed by pollution to seek justice. The warm weather we have been seeing comes with barbecues and ice cream, but they are delicious, not necessarily the healthiest options. Sugary options are fine in moderation, but swapping ingredients for a healthy heart can be better for your body over the long term. One way to keep the sweets, but in a healthier way, can be to utilize Michigan's fresh fruit.
We love to take advantage of Michigan produce. Peaches are going to be great on the grill as well as bananas. Cut them in half, throw them on the grill, get them nice and caramelized.
And with Father's Day ahead this weekend, months of summer picnics and barbecues are ahead. We have several recipes with a heart-healthy twist available on our website, WLNS.com.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Thus far, it has been a very sunny Wednesday across mid-Michigan, and notice on satellite and radar, we still have dry and mostly sunny conditions showing up across our entire area. A little bit more in the way of cloud cover developing to our west over Lake Michigan. Some of that going to be moving in as we go throughout the second half of the day today, but overall, I'm still anticipating a lot of sunshine today at least. We do need to talk about this area of low pressure and its associated cold front that we have to our north and northwest. This front is going to be incredibly slow moving, but as it makes its way into our area tomorrow afternoon and evening, it is going to be increasing our chance for rain. We have several additional chances for rain to talk about even after we get past Thursday. The good news is overall it doesn't look like it's going to be a complete washout. In fact, our 5-day rainfall forecast keeps rainfall totals anywhere between 1/4 of an inch, possibly as much as 6/10 of an inch across our region. And again, that's going to be spread out over the course of the next 5 days. We have the chance for a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms across our region Thursday afternoon and evening. A better chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms just in time for our Friday and Saturday. Notice those days going to be a little bit more widespread in terms of the precipitation that we are expecting. Precision cast still going to keep us dry and very sunny as we go throughout the rest of the day. That sunshine going to help our temperatures to climb into the mid-80s. We stay dry overnight tonight and throughout at least the first half of our Thursday. However, areas north of I-96 have a better chance of picking up on those isolated sprinkles. Those pop-up showers and thunderstorms that I was mentioning is going to increase by the time we get into the later portion of our Thursday, thanks to that cold front moving through. That cold front actually going to be stalling out across our area, continuing to give us the chance for those scattered showers and thunderstorms on Friday. And as we move into the weekend, the good news is it looks like Father's Day on Sunday at least will be dry. In addition to the chance for rain, we also have some increasing humidity that we need to talk about. well. Dew point temperatures today still going to be hovering in the mid to upper 50s. Overall, still going to be incredibly comfortable, but it will come along with some gusty winds at or above right around that 25-mile-per-hour mark. Notice that it is going to still feel a little bit sticky and humid across the area Thursday, Friday, and just in time for our Saturday as well. Outside right now, we're very hard pressed to find any source of cloud cover across our region. 77 degrees here in the city of Lansing. Notice those winds already fairly breezy, 20 miles per hour. Similar situation in Grand Ledge. Actually looks a little bit hazy in the background there. Dew point temperatures currently in the low 60s. That's normally when we start to notice that humidity. We're at 78 degrees over in Jackson. Winds gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Our final stop in Hillsdale currently at 77 degrees. Our high temperatures for today going to feel absolutely amazing, up to 84 degrees. Notice on our 6-day forecast, we are going to be just slightly cooler as we move into our Thursday, but still in the mid to upper 70s, so very close to average for this time of year, and that will come along with those chances for precipitation. As I mentioned, Father's Day still looks like it's going to be incredibly nice. We are dry, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, but it will come along with those comfortable humidity values. And then notice we're back in the 80s early next week.
Awesome. And I don't mind cloud coverage when it's, those higher temperatures. It's kind of a nice little barrier, I guess.
Yeah, and you still have those peaks of sunshine to enjoy too.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kendall.